Hey fellow Brick fans, DJ Bricks here, back for another video, and today I have a review on LEGO Star Wars 2021 set. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and ring that bell so you are notified of whenever I upload new content. LEGO Star Wars stuff I try to upload every Wednesday. All that helps the channel grow and reach more fanatics. But getting into today's set, I have a LEGO Star Wars 2021 winter set. It is based off Force Awakens. It is the Resistance X-Wing is set number 75297. It has 60 pieces, and it is in that 4+ building range type of set, and it retails for $20 here in America. And it includes 2 minifigures, but it is a nice little another X-Wing. It is our first sequel trilogy set. Post movie releases. What I mean is, last year we got a whole bunch of sets after the movie that were the spoilery sets, but this is the first set we've had released proper since the sequel trilogy has wrapped up, and let's see how it stacks up, starting as always with the minifigures. So first up, we're going to look at BB-8 here. It is the semi-similar BB-8 we've been getting since 2015 with the debut of this character. It's made up of the same 2 new pieces that he's been made up of since the start. But what's changed about him is this is the head print. It's the same one we've been getting since they updated it back in 2019, where they just made the little red lens there slightly bigger to correspond with the Resistance sets, and the ball torso is just the same, but it is all printed very nicely. And I do think that they nailed BB-8 the first time, so there was a little room for improvement, but there you go. Now we have our second figure of Poe Dameron. This figure is semi-exclusive and hard to get, mainly for that torso here. But before we get into that, he does come with the medium length blaster here in the silver as his accessory. But again, getting into that torso, it's not new. It was introduced in 2016 in X-Wing set from that year. So it's not new. They just brought it back out. They did give it a new part code, but it is the exact same torso print. So if you missed out on it the first time, here's a good way to get it another. I will say that the little skin printing underneath the shirt there, not really opaque enough to come across as his actual skin tone, but it kind of sucks. The helmet as well was from that set too, and it's brought back here, and it doesn't really have any changes to it either. It's just got a new part code, and I would have liked to have seen him include his hair, but he just comes with the helmet in this set. Taking it off, we can see his facial expressions. Same set of head printing that we've been getting since the character debuted back in 2015. And it is a nice set of expressions, so I'm not begrudging that, but that does it for Poe. So looking at the main build of the set, you just get Poe's X-Wing, pretty fitting. It is relatively built the same general design wise to Luke's that we got a few years back, just including basic features and whatnot, but getting into it proper. Front of the nose here still built very nicely. You do get 3 prints on the front here. That is a print as well as that, and it is mirrored on that side. Nice shaping with the guns used here, as well as basic pieces used. They do use these wheel fenders to represent the half cylindrical engines here really nicely. Around the back doesn't look that great, just due to build and design. You do get a spot there which you put BB-8 up, which is at least a step up from Luke's, because we couldn't put R2-D2 on his without kind of modding it, but you can put BB-8. He just kind of sits there as is, which doesn't really look that great, but you can open the wings again. But you have to do each one individually, just because there's no mechanism to it. But they open up and close really nicely. It's just really nice feature. And getting into the cockpit again, like the Luke one, it doesn't look all that great. This whole shaping here with the type of windscreen they used, as well as all the open space here, I agree it doesn't look that great, but it does get kids a nice place to grab onto with to put Poe in here. And you do get a control console in the cockpit there. It's that basic Star Wars one that we've been seeing for years, but putting Poe in here, he does fit really easily and really nicely. You can even just due to how that cockpit works, you can fit him in there with the blaster if you want, because they did eliminate the clip that Luke's went into on his, but I will bring up another issue with this. If a kid grabs it on, say here, you can easily knock BB-8 off as such, and that is, I appreciate the design of being able to put him there, but he is so easily to knock off that one stud he's attached to that it doesn't quite work. But that does it for looking at the main build of the set. Let's move on to the instructions and a box, and no extra pieces this time because the set doesn't include any, and I'll meet you back up for my final thoughts. So looking at the instructions, front of the instructions here, you just have the box art as always, the QR code to scan, and the Instructions Plus app if you want to not use the booklet here. It's a pretty standard, straightforward booklet, again showing you how to sort pieces to build it easier, as well as a little thing about how to use that app I mentioned. It's a pretty straightforward build. It is 4+, so it goes together rather quickly, and this does have 35 pages of building. I will note though that on some of my pages the numbers kind of got cut off a little bit, just probably due to how the instructions were made. Though this does show you how to remove brakes that are attached to these specialized pieces here. back of the instructions here just features a crawl cell for the entire winter 2021 line, as well as the minifigures included in all those sets. You get an advertisement for the Skywalker saga that's been delayed yet again, and then you just have a small little parts inventory just in case you need to order a new piece or whatnot. And then on the back, of course, we have the win with a clockwork robot showing that off this time. But that does it for the instructions. Right, so looking over the box for this set, it's standard small $20 size. We do get the basic Lego Star Wars box design that we've been getting since 2019, with the Lego-wise Darth Vader corresponding with other products in the line. This does have a nice set specs on the side that nice big 4 Plus in the corner there, just letting you know that it is part of the 4 Plus line and that's easier to build. You get a nice product shot of the set against a nice background of Jakku. You get the Disney logo as well as the minifigures included in the set. Top of the box features Poe Dameron, sporting the actual size reference there. And then the back of the box just has that basic thing that we see with the 4 Plus sets, where it just gives you a general gist of what is all included in the set, as well as maybe a couple play features, and then just advertising how easy it is to build the set. But that does it for the box. So going on with my final thoughts, the build, while it was repetitive, just due to how the wings are built, it wasn't really. That's pretty standard for most X-wings, including these 4 Plus ones. Build wise, went together pretty easily. That is expected for these 4 Plus range sets, but there was a couple issues. No clip on the back for Poe's gun, but he does fit in that cockpit without it. And that cockpit in general was a problem of it looking like that on Luke's, and it remains a problem here. With how they did the A-Wing and the TIE fighters and whatnot, I don't see how they couldn't have just used a different piece to make that cockpit kind of more sealed up, but it doesn't look that good, and it doesn't. And I get that it's easier to get a figure in there for little kids, but it still remains an issue, as well as the new issue of if you have BB-8 on that little pedestal that you can sit them at, if you grab the ship in the wrong way and really rough with it, he easily knocks off, which is kind of a sucky little thing, but that does going into the minifigures. Again, I wouldn't see who else you can include, but BB-8 and Poe, that is a great Poe figure to get. Again, we only got that figure in one other set, so it is a nice opportunity to get the fans who missed that variant. It's nice to get that back on the market again. Quality wise, had a little issue with the instructions, as I mentioned. The skin on Poe's torso there, not very great. So going over price, $20 for that. For kids, well worth it, especially if they're sequel trilogy fans. If they just want an X-Wing, this is a great set for them to pick up, to get for them. Well worth the $20. Adults, there is a nice amount of pieces here, a few rare pieces like the wheel covers in black there. They only came in like 2 other sets. Again, as I mentioned, this Poe figure, really rare and hard to get, so very worth that $20 price point. So all in all, this set gets a 7.5 out of 10 for me. Again, I hope this set does really well, so we can get more sequel trilogy sets. I was really hit and miss with those movies, but I really want there to be more sets. So hopefully this set is a nice little set to get, but hopefully it sells well, so we can get more sets based off of that trilogy. But that does it for this video. Let me know what you think about the set in the comments below. I always look forward to having a nice discussion with you guys in the comments. And that'll do it for this video. Until next time, bye bye.